All right, so today we're going to do some more comparing unit fractions. Remember, a unit fraction is one part of a whole. So I've got three different unit fractions and fraction bars here. Looks like this fraction bar is split into halves, 1/2 and 1/2. This one is split into fourths, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. And this one down here is split into sixths, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, 1/6, and 1/6. So what I need to do here is fill in the denominators to make this statement true. Now, this looks like a smaller than sign or a less than sign. So I know this is going to be the smallest fraction, and this is going to be the biggest fraction, and then this one is in between. So let me see which of these fractions is the smallest. All right, well, 1/2 takes up that amount of space. And then 1/4 looks like it's smaller than 1/2. And then 1/6 is even smaller than 1/4. So it must be 1/6 is the smallest fraction. So I'm going to make a text box here. I'm going to write 1/6. I want to make that a little bit bigger. There we go. 1/6. All right, so 1/6 is the smallest one. All right, and then it looks like 1/4 is the next smallest one. So I'm going to make another text box there. I'm going to write 4, 1/4. 1/6 is less than 1/4. Yeah, that's true. And then I guess over here must be 1/2. 1/2, because 1/2 is like 2/4 fit into 1/2, so it must be bigger. So now I'm done with my statement. I've got 1/6 is less than 1/4, which is less than 1/2. That's really interesting. So I'm noticing that the denominator is 6 over here. Now, when the numerator was bigger, then that meant it was a bigger fraction. But it's the opposite this time with the denominator. When the denominator is big, like 6, that means that it makes smaller pieces, so the unit fraction is smaller. But then 2 is a very small denominator. It's smaller than 1/6, but the fraction is bigger because you split it into fewer pieces. So I know when I'm comparing unit fractions, when the denominator gets smaller, the fraction gets bigger. And when the denominator gets bigger, the fraction gets smaller. It's like the opposite. That's pretty cool, huh? All right, now it's your turn. Compare the fraction bars on the next couple slides. Make sure you fill in the denominator for each one to make the sentence true.